This one? I think we're live. Hey there everyone, this is KT. I can hear myself though. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Do you need to go down? Is the audio just fricked? Is there like an echo? Do you guys hear an echo? Maybe the audio is just fricked. Went and messed it up again, dude. Can't even set up a stream. Yo, sup Max? On the way home. Alright, you drive safe. You take her careful. Big Shiny Hunter. Hey Riley, how you doing? Dude, I can't believe it. I was just doing casual resets before dinner, thinking I have downtime, and then I finally find the green goblin, as I've been calling him. Premier Ball Beldum is a borderline myth. I know, it looks so sick. Okay, no echo, good, it's just on my end. I'm not doing the method. Amaryllis, you can't put it off forever. You're gonna crack. You're gonna crack before I stop bringing it up, I'll say it that way. For the record mix method, was there a way to obtain Metagross in a Premier Ball? There was, yeah, exactly, in Call-Out. And also, if we count glitches, you can find Metang in the Battle Pyramid. I think Metagross also in the Battle Pyramid. So if you count that, yeah, you could have. But no, not Beldum. Beldum's nowhere else. Yeah, definitely play Call-Out. The Metagross you have to fight there is real nasty. He's a tough one. Learn T-Dance Dragonite can also be in a matching ball. Fascinating. What's like a good ball for Dragonite? He's like a dark green. No echo. Just always kind of quiet. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is. If I crank this up, this dial. Hang on, maybe if I have a light, I can see if I'm turning the right direction, if I'm turning the light off or on. Yeah, so if we crank you this way and I crank you that way, maybe I sound better, maybe I sound worse. I cannot tell. Alright, turn that off. Yes, I do. I'm glad you brought that up, Riley. Yes, I have duped this Beldum. We have a copy, because I have an idea of a different EV spread, or a different moveset and EV spread. But yes, I do have, we have a copy. He is backed up. Sup, Peter? How are you doing? I gotta remember this time to put my calculator not directly over the chat. Like a buffoon. Like a fool. Is the game audio quiet? Is the game audio too loud? Is the music too quiet? Is the music too loud? I'm doing as many audio sources as possible. Yeah, the fact that it's bashful. So if you were to ask me, you know, a month ago, right before I got Beldum, what's my shiny nature? What do I always guess? It's always hasty. I would always say hasty because I got 3 shinies in a row that were hasty, and I was convinced, well, hasty, that's my nature. It's hasty. But now that I found Beldum, and he's bashful, and my early frame on Emerald is bashful, there's no real contest. I guess my nature is bashful. Oh baby, well I'm actually prepared this time, guys. Normally I'm not. Normally we're just flying in. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're actually prepared this time. I have the vitamins. We will be doing HP first. Oh, hang on, we gotta watch the animation at least once. Look at that. Oh yeah. So we add 100, and then we're gonna add +4. Because I know who we're gonna get HP from, too. Sounds good. Thanks, Peter. I'm glad. Music is like a touch loud on my end, and the game is mad quiet because it's all the way across the room. Sneasel, and he's bashful? Yo, nice. That's sick. Bashful, I don't know, it's nice. I will never ever whine about getting a neutral shiny. It's basically what you want in the back of your mind. It is a cool one though. Sneasel from Coliseum, that's sick. I want to do a shiny hunt in Coliseum. 20XX, the melee ROM. What am I doing? I'm going to like 7 Island. So I actually practiced this last night, and I was flabbergasted. So on 4 Island, right? You guys know 4 Island? So the way the islands work is weird, where Island 1, 2, and 3 follow the rules of being Kanto exclusive, but Island 4 does not. So if you go on the water here, you can find Wooper in Fire Red, and it's Meryl in Leaf Green, but he's 70%, and I thought he was 100. So that kind of shot my plans, but there's another pond where it is 100%. So, very weird. Yeah, the 20x, I can't wait. I have like a series of videos planned for this Beldum. I guess he'll be a Metagross, and the name 1990X, that's the year the anime Fist of the North Star takes place, and in the like early episodes it starts by saying 1990X, this is when the bombs dropped and this story started. So I'm very excited to do those videos. I have a very funny clip already planned. You're not the lead, are you? Okay, you're not the lead. I know, Meryl. I do love Meryl. Meryl is undoubtedly my favorite Pokemon from Johto by quite a lot. I like a lot of the Pokemon from Johto. It's like pretty hard to argue with the Caesar and Steelix and all that, but there's just something about Meryl. There's just something about him. Major task? Well, I think that's a good thing. I think that means that you have a lot of important things to say. I think that the video will be good when it's done. Dude. I'm running with an Illuminate lead. Of course I'm running into encounters every step, dude. What are you thinking? You guys are not gonna believe this, Starmie. I believe he's adamant? No, he's mild, but he has like a max attack stat because he's the one I used for farming EXP for other Pokemon, and the Pokemon you fight against are all of those, the guys on 1 Island, and they all use like fighting types. So he has like I have a max attack Starmie. Oh yeah, I'm excited. How long do you think it's gonna be? I guess it depends. Well, obviously don't spoil too much. Don't say too much about it, because I do want to be surprised, but is it gonna be like a 50-minute ordeal? Is this gonna be a big video? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know the guys I mean, the martial arts guys, all practicing by the sauna. So I think these guys can be a little bit high level, so we might end up switch training. We'll have to see. Alright, and everything is in place. We're looking good. 22, 21. I couldn't have waited 1 minute to save. It's at least 30. Nice. Well, here's hoping for 2 in 1 day. A shiny Wooper would be unbelievable. I feel like you can't hurt me. I feel like you have Tail Whip, and no, you have to have an attack. No, he can hurt me. Pokerus check. I do have Pokerus, but I will do a check just to make sure. We are Macho Brace, and we are Pokerus. We are infected. I know this guy can have a water absorb, so... Is he ground? Hang on, maybe I can just electric him. He is ground. Alright. Very cool. Thank you, Wooper. So it looks like Ice Beam and Psychic will be our attacks. Gotta love the GameCube D-pad. Gotta love it. So I have a very specific spread in mind for this Beldum. We're going to be going max HP, we're going to have 152 attack and 104 defense. And that sounds oddly specific, because I have a 30 in defense, not a 31. 104 EVs is the equivalent of 100 if I had 31. So, 100 defense means I live a boatload of physical hits. There's very few things that can one-shot me without being a crit. I think it's just Marowak. It might be somebody else. Music is too loud. Swag. Appreciate. That should be better. Whoops. Hang on. Where's the calculator? What's up, DOR? We are gaming. The Gen 3 gaming never ends. You can tell it's like a fierce encounter because the animation isn't the standard one. Alright, you know what? I think we can take him down. Animations are off. Tail whip, nice one. Of course, then I miss. Oh, geez, that's a bad omen. I foresee many Meteor Mashes missing the way Takedown used to miss. Oh, look at that. We're so close. What do we think? 1 experience or like 6? 2 EXP. Look at that. So I was considering earlier today when I was at work redoing all of this and setting it up on Leaf Green instead, because these would all be Meryl's, and Meryl is a 2 HP EV, but I don't think we need to rush. We don't need to speed through this to be the most optimal forever. We could just take our time and fight Woopers. I don't know who I'm going to do for attack, though. I think Paris is probably the best bet, because Paris is 100% in this game. Nice. Appreciate it, Max. Yeah, so I found a site. What's this site even called? It's something weird. KH Insider. And it has like a boatload of soundtracks to like anime and games, and there's no advertisements, and you can just straight up download it. All you need to do is make an account, and you can like make favorites and playlists and all that. And ever since I found that, it's been like my go-to for streams. I did use HP ups, yeah. Okay, that's good. It's good that it's not that many. Don't think I clicked the button for this Wooper, because I've been clicking it once I attack. There's also Dunsparce, who's 100%, and he's an HP EV, but if you guys know, Dunsparce is really weird in that patch of grass, where he's the only encounter, but it's a really low encounter rate, kind of like when you're underwater. So because of that, I outruled Dunsparce. Yeah, Whisper is good. I decided to do Fire Red just because every EV stream I always do Emerald, so I want to experiment with Fire Red as well. Because one thing I don't like doing is speed in Hoenn. Speed is awesome in this game because Route 1 has 2 speed guys, and they're the lowest level possible. So it's just super easy. Of course we're missing takedowns. Maybe I should check Wooper's moves. Is Water Gun his only option for hurting me? I feel like it is. What is Wooper's moveset? Because if it's just Slam and Tail Whip... Oh, but he can be high level. That's right, he can be like 25. What is Wooper's moveset when he's weak? Slam, Mudshot, Amnesia. That's it. I guess Mudshot could probably cause some damage. Yeah, no, you're right about that, Peter. I've been wanting to make a video about that too, because it is a really sick method. It's also a really cool way to do experience. If you set it up with a just a high level legendary, and then you make it so they don't have any like threatening moves, you can just farm experience really easy that way. One damage, just pitiful. Poor Wooper. Yeah, exactly. See, you're really close, really close. The one that I use is 6 Latioses with Memento. And you get something ridiculous. I think they give off like 11k each. So you just get a boatload of experience super fast. I was thinking of doing the Battle Pike glitch to give a Blissey Memento. Just for like the absolute most efficient, because I wonder how much you get. Of course it's Blissey. You can just focus puncher. Very few Pokemon are threatened. Uh-oh. It would be awesome to have a shiny Wooper. And this, I think, is the best spot to get it in the in Gen 3. Yep. Landing all the pseudos. I make no promises about Larvitar, because I know that's a rough one. It's not easy. Well, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be using this Mence on this team. I've been thinking a lot about this team, and I think... Because before this Metagross, you see his IVs. Like, he just kicks ass. He is so strong. Before I got him, I had always thought my shiny Gengar, the one that I have that's mild and has like really good special attack and perfect speed, I thought he was going to be my best shiny for a long time. And now I'm starting to think those two should be partners. And I have an idea of another hunt I want to do, and I think that guy will be our third party member because he just complements those two so well. So Mence, I don't know what I'm going to do with him, to be honest. I think he's just going to end up on like a playthrough team. Just because. I suppose I haven't shown his IVs yet. They are less than ideal, you could say. They are not as awesome, but really it doesn't bug me that much. I definitely don't care. I think he's still so cool to use. Whereas this Metagross is just gifted. He is so strong. I feel like I have to put him on a try-hard type team. I wonder if I have Lepa berries or if I'm gonna have to get Beldum to earn some more of his KOs. You want to go after Ralts? Yeah. Yep, it is an ambitious one. Definitely not easy. I saw a video where a guy, he eventually got his Ralts, but it was on like phase 60 or something. Maybe it was 30. It was something ridiculous. It was like a lot of phases, and he was so aggravated by C-Dot by the end of it. Because you're going to encounter a lot of C-Dots. It would be a cool one, though. It really is like a Gen 3 Dream Shiny. Which I think Metagross is the same way, despite Metagross not being a difficult one at all. It's just, he happens to have one of the best Shiny versions. Yeah, we need attack. We're too weak at this point. I suppose that Oddish could probably put in work. I don't know what his moveset is. I know he's got Sweet Scent. Because that's what I was testing for Dunsparce. I thought, oh, well, I'll just Sweet Scent it every time. And then I realized that's kind of dumb. You got Absorb? You gotta have Absorb. Yes. Okay, we'll see if Oddish can help out. Where's your go-to snack? Oh, bananas? It's gotta be bananas. Alright, Oddish, do not get KO'd. If you mean like snack food, I don't know, I'm a big fan of salt. I quite like pretzels. Pretzels have a lot of salt in them. Boiled eggs, that's a good one. I quite like grapefruit too. Grapefruit's probably my favorite fruit. Really anything citrus, the more I think about it. I really like oranges too. But yeah, I'm a citrus addict. I like citrus stuff. Hey, not bad. It does sound nice. love that. The fact that Wooper's only moves, he's got like Tail Whip, and that's just worthless against the Beldum. I think he's about to learn Yawn. I think he gets Yawn pretty early on, which that'd be pretty annoying against the like an EV training or like a switch training. You're switch training and EV training a Pokemon, and he has Yawn. That'd be pretty bad. Getting a lot of low-level Woopers. I don't know. Think we can take him? Nice. That looks good. Yeah, I'm very much an omelet enjoyer, but if you've ever tried making an omelet, you'll know if you mess up, they turn into scrambled eggs pretty quick. Try using the analog stick. Oh, this feels weird. Ugh, I don't like that. No, we're going back to the D-pad. Ugh, that felt weird. Put a bowl of cold water, and then you peel them. See, because I've had them in like a salad before. I don't think I've ever had like boiled eggs just by themselves. Yeah, that's just how it goes, Max. You just felt like, oh, wait a minute, Starmie is worthless. Okay, this one's damp. Fellas, this guy's damp, right? This is gonna work? Okay, alright. Okay, Wooper. You win this round. You wall a Starmie. But you are hard countered by Oddish. Ooh, big damage. Yep, watch this. Yeah, oh my goodness, he lived. Wait, do you still gain EVs if you catch it? Dude, this Wooper needs to be caught. This Wooper is like way too strong. We can't just let him go. No way. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Do I not have Ultra Balls? He lives a 4x hit and then crits his mud shot. Or she, I didn't even pay. Yeah, it's a lady. Yeah, we got it. I'll just remember not to hit the counter next one. Yeah, I didn't think he gained EVs. Sassy. Water absorbed. Alright, you get to join the party. You only on the XP. Gotcha, gotcha. I appreciate it. Chick-fil-A chocolate milkshake. Got my 3 system hunting. Swag. Yo, good luck on that Zapdos. Something I always love about grass types is that moves like Absorb and Leech Seed, they steal health, and that's sort of like Grass's gimmick, is that Grass isn't all that strong, but it can steal health from you, which is very cool. Very fun. Alright, we'll take this as a sign, and we will do Dunsparce for the rest of the EVs. Because Dunsparce is 100%, and, whoa, that's funny, I fly away with the fish. Riding on the fish, he flies into the air. That was good. Yeah, exactly. What am I trying to do here? I want to use Sweet Scent, because this is like a really... Well, no, I'll show you guys. Like, if ever you've considered shiny hunting Dunsparce, check this out. Like, with an Illuminate lead, and with White Flute, the encounter rate's still pretty low. This one might be a wash, because... Okay, that was pretty quick, but they can take a while to get Dunsparce. Dunsparce is just weirdly rare, despite being the only guy in this route. Oh. Well, now as soon as I try and demonstrate it, Dunsparce immediately shows up. Do you have Glare? Hang on, I think you have Glare at this level. Please do not have Glare. I would like to just KO you. I think you can also have Yawn. Dunsparce gets such annoying moves. And he gets Serene Grace and Headbutt. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They knew, let's make the most annoying Pokemon to fight. You have Yawn at level 11 and Glare at level 14. Why on earth would I consider EV training against you? This is such a bad idea. Can I run away? Probably not. Alright, so there's a coin flip. We get a status this turn. Very good. Yeah, I think it's a weird rule as to like how the game makes caves, because like caves in indoor areas are technically the same thing, but there's just like certain properties to decide you're in a cave so you can escape rope and dig, or you're in a house you can't escape rope and dig. Yeah, exactly. Just flinch hacks. It's like dealing with Jirachi in Gen 4. I will paralyze you, and I will abuse status that makes you flinch. What a lovely combination. Okay, I got a better idea. Screw Dunsparce. We're gonna go to Viridian Forest, where Caterpie is very common. Well, no, isn't he common on Leaf Green? Or is he common on Fire Red? We'll see. I'll just remember Caterpie. Oh, maybe. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, the game, when they were making the room, they might have just used a cave just cause. Since really, for a player's perspective, it doesn't make any difference, and we only notice it because we used an escape rope. Whereas a majority of player base wouldn't even acknowledge it. They just, whatever, just play the game and walk out of the dungeon. Look who it is. He's level 3, too. I do want to make a stream hunting specifically for level 3 rats, because I'm planning to do something with the trainer hill, and level 3 is like the lowest level a bunch of Pokemon can be that are viable, without just opening it up to level 5. And then you could use anything. You could use anything out of an egg. I wasn't suggesting anything. I wasn't saying anything about him. I ran away from him because he doesn't have the right EVs. I don't need those EVs. Aren't you attack? I might want to fight Weedles too. Let's check real quick. What does Weedle give? No, I don't want to do 2 counters at once. We'll just run away. We'll just keep it. We'll just relax. No need to be in such a rush getting every EV the most optimal way. is tragic that I'm being outsped by level 4 Caterpies, though. That is just hilarious. I like this horizontal stretch. That's like something you develop eyes for the more you shiny hunt. You find like long horizontal stretches where you could do a ton of encounters. And this stretch I'm on right now looks pretty good. Grab the item. Alright. Isn't it like an antidote or something? Isn't it a Pokeball? Yo. Nice. Appreciate it, Riley. Metapod, you're definitely defense. I think that's the only Pokeball in my inventory. Hell yeah. Caterpie again. Please. I thought Caterpie was more common on Fire Red, and Weedle was more common on Leaf Green, but I'm starting to think I have it backwards. Nice string shot, very cool. I didn't know this until my recent Coliseum playthrough, that string shot is actually a pretty good move because it hits both party members. So for doubles, it's actually not bad. Against multiple peoples and Metagross explosions destroying the field, that's what I like to hear. Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm glad people are enjoying the game, obviously. I'm glad that this one, it seems to be a little bit better received than Scarlet and Violet was when those were new. But it's like, I don't know, you guys ever hear the Zelda cycle? Where like the game has a kind of a rough launch, but the more time goes by, people like warm up to the game, and then the next one comes out, and then that one gets a rough launch, and then people warm up to it. I feel like Pokemon's on the same deal. A Caterpie. Just who I was thinking about. Just who I want to fight. Check out my Beldum. You have no idea what a steel type is, you are not prepared. Okay, we're almost there. I got a feeling there's another item down here. No? Come on, man. Where is Caterpie? Not interested in Kakuna or Weedle. Isn't Kakuna rare? Isn't Kakuna like a 4%? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Alright, can't wait for another Kakuna. Here he comes. Alright. That's the kind of guy I'm looking for. Uh-oh, red HP. Yeah, exactly. Dunsparce is slow, and things could get out of hand really quick. He could accidentally paralyze me or accidentally put me to sleep, and it's just not worth it. Like, why not just go for Wooper again, or go for the bugs that are way easier to deal with. Dunsparce, I don't know, if you're like doing HP on a fighting type, maybe it's free. Look who it is. He's level 3 again. There's an even rare level 5 Pikachu. That's like the rarest thing in this forest. So he can be level 5. Oh my goodness, stop. Weedle, please. Yeah, good luck. Appreciate it. Noodles did literally summon this. As I mentioned in a video, and I think I told you, Max, during the stream, that day I had done, I'd done another attempt, and the day before I had done 2 attempts, and both of them I just gave up. Because it just took too long. I went through way too many Premier Balls. Beldum was just not being cooperative, so whatever, I'll try it later. And then as soon as I was streaming, and you immediately mentioned your dog, instantly gets in the ball. Alright, this will be Caterpie. Look at that. Max HP. Oops. Way too quick. Oh, of course. Look. Yep. Yep. Just who I was looking for. There's no way I can fly out of here. There's no way. Okay. Alright, okay. Game Freak knows better than me. Okay, so HP is done. Swag. Next up will be attack. Which we will go for Paris in Mount Moon. Unless there's another. I can't think of another. If any of you guys know, like Eevee training in Fire Red specifically, and know of some 100% route for an attack Pokemon, feel free. Yeah, because like Doduo, Goldeen Sea King, no, I don't think so. And then it's, yeah, we're all the way at the bottom, seeing Totodile and Spinarak. Swinub is like a high percent in that cave. And then, yeah, that's all Hoenn Pokemon. No, I don't think so. I think Paris is our guy. I sure hope I don't have to fight that trainer. Hang on. Let's just be a little cautious. Though, of course, I can avoid him. You fought me before? You have. Because I already have in my head the Pokemon we're going to get our defense Eevee, because we need 104, so we're just going to load up on vitamins and then get our 4 from one guy. Hang on, I sense there's a train. Yeah. Are you like an... Okay, you don't turn. Oh, I forgot something. There was something I was gonna do for this hunt. This EV session. I was gonna bring a somebody who has pickup, because in Fire Red you can pick up hidden power, and I want hidden power on my Metagross. So this would be like a nice, convenient way to get it, but I totally forgot. I think I am gonna go back, just cause if I don't have any, yeah, tell you what, if I don't have any in the PC, then forget it. But if I have even one Meowth, he's coming along. Don't bring Hobbs. Hang on. Little break, intermission. Everyone be cool. I don't see him. I don't see one. Alright, I guess we'll just have to buy hidden power somewhere else. Because no one sells it in this game. Oh well, that doesn't matter too much. My only, like, secondary goal for this is to become a Metang, because I have a Shadow Ball TM on this file. But that's it. What moves do you have, pal? I think you have Leech Life. You might have Stun Spore. You have Scratch. Oh, jeez. Shedinja. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have the Bastion. He was my guy for hunting Snorlax. Oh, I gotta reapply White Flute. Yeah, Shedinja was my guy because Snorlax just can't touch me, and I just leave the Shedinja out there, and I like keep spamming Spite to lower PP. And then once Snorlax struggles for the very first time, he immediately KOs Shed. So it's just, then you set up with your Smeargle, and then the fight is like very easily controlled from there. Shedinja's really good for shiny hunts. I also did the repel trick I was telling you about for Victory Road Rally. I did it on this file. I don't remember if it's 35 or 32 though. Because it turns Onyx to like 60%, but it also like filters out Machop and Zubat and Geodude, which is just killer. That's you get an awesome pool of Pokemon. I knew it. I knew you had Stun Spore. For whack, it's 46. Is that like 100%? If there's a 100% route, then I guess I didn't know about that. Yeah, because when I did that setup, I was going for Onix. I wasn't going for any of the other Pokemon. And of course, I ended up getting a Marowak. Didn't want to run away. The GameCube D-pad is just Nintendo's best work. So if I'm playing Leaf Green, I'm in Victory Road, Basement 1 or Basement 2? Doesn't really matter. So you said 46? 16%, that's pretty good. Yeah, not for whack, it's best odds for him though, it's like 20%, okay. I am unsure, Max. I don't know if he's changed between generations. I know, what's his name? Gligar. Gligar's, like, different in every game. Yeah, so was it level 32? Is that what I was thinking? No, it's gotta be 35 then. Yeah, it's 35. So, Riley, next time you're looking at that, level 35 on that route, that's something that I hunted for Onix specifically, and it definitely suggests that it's just an awesome pool of Pokemon. And it filters out all the guys you wouldn't want, all the low-level, unevolved Pokemon. Darker orange, and in Gen 4 they're red? Huh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for Onix, it's just killer. It's an awesome hunt. I didn't know it was different in Gen 4. Though I'll admit, I know like a bunch of sprites are very different. There's a handful that are repeated from Gen 3. But for the most part, they all have different art. But they're a little weird about it, where sometimes it's just one sprite, and then in other examples, it's like a different one in Heart Gold and a different one in Platinum. So I'm not sure what happened there, why it's all scrambled. It's so nice, the red flash for Beldum. That looks sick. There we go. What's up, Breeze? How you been? I want to say thank you for the tickler video. I was watching it when I found my Bagon earlier today. Very cool, very swag. Alright, we're just not going to get stun spored, and we're not going to get effect spored. See, all you have to do is tell the game what will happen. Like, you're never going to get a critical hit if you don't say crit when it happens. This is how the game works. Oh, and of course I missed. Oh, and you land stun spore. Oh, lovely. No fill heals? Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Probably should have given this to Starmie, but whatever. So I have something a little bit risky planned, where for EXP, once we're done, we could go and fight those guys, the martial artists by the sauna, because that's a bunch of experience, and I don't want to accidentally go too high, because if you go too fast, you'll miss certain moves, and I have to go back and relearn them. But that's mostly with Beldum going into Matang. Once he's in Matang, you're solid. And I don't really care about those moves. It's Confusion and Metal Claw, and I'm not keeping either of those. Alright, and the final attack EV, I exit the dungeon, because of course. Yeah, I need to look into getting a different controller for the GameCube. The Wavebird D-pad is leaving a lot to be desired. There we go. I'm actually quite glad you tuned in, Varese, because I got something funny for our defense EVs. Rest up real quick. Okay, so we're at 152. And now we load up on iron. Why does he need iron? He's already made out of metal. Yep, you know it. You know who lives around these parts. But believe it or not, we're not here just for our KO. I'm actually going to be catching one. Preferably female, but really I don't care that much. I just want one from a different TID. There we go. And we just KO one, and we're golden. Oh, we can turn this off. Level 19. Are you really able to threaten me? Probably not. You probably have Mega Drain as like your best attack. Yeah, Poison Powder. Nice try. Yeah. It's 104 in defense, Riley. But yeah, you're right. We're all maxed out now. There's no like effort ribbon. I can't go and get an effort ribbon in this game. I'd have to transfer out to Emerald, but I suppose we can do that. Vine Whip. Uh-oh. Hang on. I saw a move I'm afraid of. Why don't I just like get a crit? It did 7 damage? That seems like a lot. Oh, he used growth, that's why. Gotcha. He's setting up. I'm afraid. Next Absorb is going to fully heal him. Unless I send in a Pokemon that resists it and can deal damage. Please have Drill Peck. Please have... Well, you have Fly for sure. You have Nightshade. Does that look like 26 health? I don't think you live. I think it's over for the Tickler. Tickler's taking down Metagross? Dude, that's insane. There we go. We should be all maxed out. Obviously, we can't see it here because this is Fire Reds, but... Oh no, I want you to still hold this because you were... Well, no, it doesn't matter. I'll give it to Wooper. Wooper will come with us to Emerald. Yeah, we'll go until we're a Matang, and then I'll move over to Emerald. I forgot to catch a Tangela. It's okay. This is all staged. This is all planned. I have a script I'm going off, and I need to follow the script. And the script is telling me, go get a Smeargle. Yes, exactly. Yeah, put him in the box. He's at such a low level, we probably won't see much of a difference, but yeah, it's 35 defense. Oops. Yeah, still 35. It's hard to tell at such a low level, but yeah, that does apply EPs. Let's... You have to have Spore. Yeah, you have Spore. Yeah, I'll bring Looper along. Okay, we're gonna go get a Tickler real quick. And then, we're gonna go... Oh, you know what? No, there's a cool spot we can get Tangela, actually. There's like a lesser-known Tangela spot on one island. No, stop. Yeah, this is the secondary Tangela zone. Don't see me. Okay. There's also like Meowth. Hey, first try. That's a high level. Yeah, I was looking at Tangela, and I wonder if a Sunny Beam set is any good. Because you got pretty good special attack, and your speed kind of sucks, but you have Chlorophyll. Yeah, true, it's female. Does it have good HP? Let's find out. This might KO. I might have messed up. Yeah, not enough. It was female too. That was probably the bold one. I just wasted it. Pharaoh. I want to deal with you. You might have Pursuit. Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay, he didn't pursue me. Why am I leading with Beldum here? I should just lead with Starmie. Or, Smeargle. Smeargle would be fine, too. It has low base HP, that's what I thought. So Seismic Toss is out. Yeah, I want to try breeding for one. Because I'm thinking of Amnesia, to be honest. I'm thinking Leech Seed Amnesia. Alright, she's back. Yeah, true. Sassy's not a bad nature. Especially with Amnesia. Hey, easy. Bold. Whatever. That's fine. You're tired of the egg moves? Fair. I kind of like him. Yeah, you need to breed. Yeah, exactly. You need it for Leech Seed anyways. Okay, we'll stick you two in here because we don't really need you right now. And yeah, I'll just swap over once we're over there. for Solar Beam. He seems like the best Sun Pokemon, to be honest. Besides like fire types that benefit in a more passive way, like distinctly a chlorophyll user, it seems like Execute's just the best. Maybe in doubles, there's like an argument for Shiftry, but it's also Shiftry, and he kind of blows. Did the Dittos need a break? Well, what else are you going to use Ditto for? Okay, this might be a little risky. I don't know how much EXP we're going to get. Hopefully not too much. Using them for battling? Alright. It's still a roll. What about Magnet Zapdos? Because I know Magnet Electrode is able to get certain KOs. Yeah, true. You have to use the rat. But then again, if you've ever played ADV, you would know a rat can take down a Suicune. Believe it or not. Oh, even with it's still a roll. Wow, that's rough. And it needs spikes, man. What? I didn't even switch in Beldum. Is it because I'm not on set mode? Am I on set mode? Yeah, of course. These guys want to battle, and I remember my Starmie, it's like a roll to KO the Machamp. I don't always KO this Machamp. Having Drizzle or Drought. Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys about that. What like is the rules for Ore? Now, I guess explaining it through a YouTube chat might be annoying, and I'm certain I can find out, but I don't remember like if there's an item clause for Ore. Yeah, see, I just barely don't KO the Machamp. Because I was thinking about an Ore team. I have a concept for an Ore team, and I would like to try it out. Though I didn't consider restricted Pokemon. I was considering non-restricted, essentially doubles. Just like doubles ADV. Though I know doubles ADV is very different. Oh, also, does it have Team Preview? Does Ore have Team Preview? Because I think if it does, that might foil my plan a little bit. Yeah, I gotta get him a Mystic Water. Latios Twins are allowed, but no Soul Dew. Okay. Because if you're allowed one restricted, does that mean like just any Uber? You're allowed one Uber? Because if that's the case, like there's really not much point using anybody but Kyogre and Mewtwo. They kind of dwarf every other Uber, especially on their own. Need different items, and yes, team preview with HP bar visible. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to give it more thought. Yeah, I just came up with like a funny idea for a Ore team, so it usually doesn't allow restricted fair. Oh, you know what that means? That means that we're playing Journey Across America. I've seen Japanese players, they specify they're not just playing doubles, it's specifically Journey Across America rules, which I believe is just Ore plus an Uber. Maybe they had restrictions, maybe you weren't allowed to use Mew and Deoxys or something. I don't know the very specifics of who is and isn't allowed. I'm definitely down. I'll have to actually make a team though. I used RNG Ace to make an ADV team, and it's just been sitting on one of my rubies for one day when someone else is around, either Veriz or Benson, or if Amaryllis, you're around, because I want to try doing an ADV match like through netplay on an emulator, just to actually have the animations and know that we're just playing, we're not on Showdown, we're just playing the game. No ground on Kyogre, really? Whoa. So it's just Mewtwo. Mewtwo's the king of that meta. Or you're only allowed a laddie. Okay, interesting. Learn Confusion, hell yeah. Learn Metal Claw, don't really need that. Dude, what a lovely sprite. Okay, gotcha, so just none. Alright, here you go. Most important move you're ever gonna learn. Except that's not really true. Now, do I want to give him Explosion? Because Explosion's right nearby. I don't know. I don't know that I want to give him Explosion yet. I'm not too sold on the moveset. I really like Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Rock. Yeah, no, I think it'd be awesome. I would love to try it out and play different formats as well. Because I know Benson's like a big advocate for ADV 200, and I've never played ADV 200, and I know everyone wants to try Ore, and I don't know anything about Ore, so really all my experience is Gen 3 ADV, and then Little Cup, of all things. Little Cup had a ladder for a while, and I played it a lot, and I think it's pretty fun. I think it's a fun little meta. Yeah, trades would be cool. Trades would be neat. I still want to do, I want to record mix Riley's secret base onto one of my files, and just like, I think that'd be a fun idea for like a community event. It's like you just ask everybody to submit a save file, and then one guy would go through and essentially just do a tour and be like, here is this guy's save file, and then I fight your team, and then here's this guy's secret base, then you fight that team, and I think that'd just be fun. It'd be a fun way to get everybody involved in like one group thing. Biggest difference from Journey of America and Ore is a Journey Across America. You're set to 60 and Ore goes to 100. Gotcha. So it's like open level. Cool to do trades. Draft on emulator. Yeah, exactly. Don't have RS, so I can't get Roselia. At least I think I can't. I know you can't get Metatite. Metatite's absent from Emerald. True. Yeah, no, I would love to, if that'd be like a fun community thing. Someone just has like a list of like, these are the Pokemon I'm missing, so then someone else can fill in and say, here, I gave you a female Roselia, so it's not just a Roselia, you can breed this one. Do we live? Do you guys think we survive one turn? Yeah, Machamp is just gonna get high rolled and lose to Surf. I've decided. Fighting y'all's teams? Yeah, it would be cool. Oh no. Okay, target Starmie. Do not touch my Metang, please. Uh-oh. Dude. I was scared for his life. Still doesn't KO, but of course there's, 30 levels between us. Ooh, goodness, that was scary. Yeah, I never get the Metatite. It'd also be good for, like, starters, because I know some people probably don't want to restart their save, but they do want to complete the deck, so it'd be nice to just, hand out starters to each other. As well as, like, fun... I think it'd also be fun... Oh, man, this would be hard to organize. What do you guys think of this? We do, like, almost a secret Santa, but we just give each other an egg. So I guess we'd need someone to be like the ambassador. It's like we give them all the eggs and they would have to decide. It's like, okay, you got an egg from Amaryllis, you give it to Varese. And just like a surprise Pokemon. I think that'd be super funny. Why would I use the TM case, dude? What am I gonna show these guys all the HMs I have? Yeah, clearly I want... Okay, let's get the annoying one out of the way. Yeah, surprise eggs. That'd be fun. Alright, we're gonna flee. We're gonna be a coward. And this will be when Starmie high rolls. Starmie will just get the KO this time. Yes. Xatu leveled up. Most important team member. Need to get a Blastoise. Couldn't get my link cable to work either. Ordered a new one. Now I have 2 save files that are quite far, so I don't really want to restart them. Yeah, exactly. There's a very cool code if you want to set up arbitrary code using the mail glitch in Fire Red, because it lets you like redo the cutscene with Oak and your rival, so you can just take another starter. Because I've considered doing that if ever I want to shiny hunt for starters, but now that I have a method to back up my saves, I don't feel like I need to do that anymore. I'd feel more comfortable making 3 saves and then just flashing the save once I'm done. I think that'd be fun. Trying to learn Scary Face. I don't think so, pal. Okay, I think we'll finish these guys off, and then I'll trade over to Emeralds, and then we'll get the rest of our moveset sorted. I don't know if I have a good experience farm ready on Emeralds. I think I would need to re-record mix with my Japanese files, and those definitely do not have things set up. But I also have a lucky egg on that file, and I don't on this one. Yeah, version exclusives. That'd be another nice thing to trade over. If for some reason you wanted an Arbok or wanted a Sandshrew. Because Starmie is a version exclusive. I guess Starmie's all over Hoenn, but if you just had Fire Red, you can't get Starmie. So I remember this trainer, she's a little bit more annoying because both of her Primeapes have Swagger. So sometimes when you switch in, you get confused right away. Which is not ideal. Not what a Starmie wants to be. Starmie does not like being confused. Yeah, true. And getting a good Chansey, yeah, that'll take a long time. Because making eggs in Fire Red is very slow. And of course, Wish. If you want Wish, you're gonna have to do the event ROM. Yeah, exactly. No Oddish. What were they thinking? Wait a minute. Can you get Sunkern in Fire Red? Does anyone know? Can you get Sunkern? I don't think you can. Maybe we'll do one more. True. You'd learn to love Tangela. Because if you can't get Sunkern in Fire Red, this game literally gives you a Sunstone you can't use. Yeah, because Sunkern is in Hoenn Safari Zone, which has like a lot of epic, annoying 5%. Like if you want Fortress, that's a 5% for Pineco in Hoenn Safari extension. Stantler is also very low percent. What's his name? Gligar is a low percent, and they're all in the Safari Zone, so just finding one isn't enough. Let's see, do I have it? Yeah. I don't know if you... Oh, the website's down. Okay, that's really good. Yep. Swag. Always trust a YouTuber that makes a website, because the website will always be up, no matter what. Do I just have to search? Did I just bookmark like an old one that didn't work? Yeah, okay. Oh, because he like updated it though. Yeah, catch locations. There we go. So this, I almost posted it in the Discord. This guy made a very useful website where you can like search for certain catch locations. Like say you want Dugong for whatever reason, you could find out where is Dugong and what is the percent for catching Dugong in those rooms. So that's a good way to sort, to figure out. But I think I posted the wrong, yeah, this is by location. So I want, other way around, I want to know Sunkern. Where's Sunkern? In Gen 3. Hoenn Safari, that's it. Classic. Computer does not like me switching tabs. Nice, looking good. I definitely have hidden powers on emeralds. I was just hoping to pick one up here along the way. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Oh, moves are gonna be variable, actually. Well, it doesn't matter. We have really, like, Shadow Ball's the only move I want to keep on his final moveset, and you can just get a new Shadow Ball. Because I want to do contests. I want to turn this guy into a Ribbon Master, and in doing that, I want to try doing contests without doing the cheese strat of just using Rest and Snore. And Metagross learns, like, a ton of moves. He learns so many good moves. So I think I'll come up with something else to win every contest. Of course, you can't run. Uh-oh, Starmie better not die. Don't get crit. Oh my goodness. Dude, we're about to lose. We're about to get swept. No, we got this. I got a gamer plan. It snowed? Nice. It's been like a weird winter. We have like, we get snow and then like within a few days it's gone. And that's very weird for where I live. Normally we're like loaded with snow. Sorry, Smeargle. I didn't want to do this. And it was a crit, of course. Uh-oh. Poor Machamp. He's only got one more turn, but there's 2 Pokemon to KO. What's the plan? How's he gonna do it? I can't believe he lived. He lived a cross chop. Alright, our team is a little bit beat. I don't think we're going to be doing that double battle. Alright, let's set up Emerald real quick. See if I have a Pokemon to trade over. I think I do. I think I have a Pokemon to trade over. There we go, we're in. It's probably gonna lag because they're pretty far away from each other. Let's see how laggy is it. Step forward. Oh, that's pretty good. So I don't remember when it's safe to soft reset. I always like exit the way that the game wants you to, but I believe you can just soft reset once you're back in the trade menu. Like this screen. I believe I can soft reset here, but never have the confidence to mess with save file stuff when the game says, like, don't turn off the power, don't do anything. Let's put you over there. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. We'll do that at the end. We'll do that once we're all set up. Okay. Gotcha. So that's where we can soft reset. I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna show you guys Bagon. Because I've got, I know Bagon's IVs, or I have like a rough idea of his IVs. So I suppose I could put that on screen now. But he's not on this file. He's on Ruby still. Where's image, dude? Oh, there it is. Browse. Desktop. So before I post it, if you have any guesses for the nature for Bagon, feel free. Yeah, so we have Pokerus, and we are from the Battle Frontier. Let's go get our effort ribbon. We'll get our effort ribbon, then I can stop the recording so that my computer will quit freaking out because I'm streaming and recording. Perfect. I didn't know we were in Slateport. Please move. Please move. Thank you. Oh, well, of course. Thank you. Thinking rash, thinking bashful. Alright, lads. So, our Bagon, our shiny Bagon, he is the world's smallest, there, let's just move, just like this. This looks good. Yeah, I guess we can turn off, this guy. But yeah, he's sassy, and the IVs, they're pretty middling. Obviously, there's, you know, he could have been way worse, of course. He could have been, like, a terrible nature or something, so I feel like he's not really frontier min-max material. He's more like a playthrough material, because in a playthrough, you don't care that much about your IVs. As well as your nature. And yeah, sassy is definitely not the nature I would have hoped for, but it's workable. It's definitely fine. Is it? I didn't know that. What does it do for Battle Palace? Also, which one is Battle Palace, by the way? Battle Palace is the one where you don't pick their moves, right? Where's 1990X? There we go. Okay. Stop recording. Thank the Lord. Now my PC can just be cool. Yeah, I think Palace is the one where you don't select your moves. 88% attacking? That's not bad. Didn't you say, Brave is also good? Isn't Brave also a good nature for the Palace? Because I have a Brave shiny, and it is not ideal that she is Brave. However, it may not matter if she's just aggressive because of that. That might be the better one. This is not the moveset you would hope for, but that can be fixed. The moveset can be changed. Okay, Shadow Ball is smart. And what is Earthquake? Earthquake is probably tough, if I had to guess. badly startles Pokemon. I like that. Brave is 70% attacking. That's really good. So that might be our guy. Yeah, I should go through that. I have no idea how the Battle Palace natures work. Like, which are the good ones and which one are the less than ideal. Right, yeah. When you're in, like, a critical mode. And there's also that other stipulation where they just have a chance of not doing anything. They have a glint in their eye and they just won't do anything. Want to avoid those. Yeah, there's not really a great way to get experience in Hoenn. It's always the annoying thing, is experience is way better to get in Fire Red. If you heal, it doesn't rest until you switch. Okay. Won't do anything if you roll a move category they don't have a move from. But I think they roll what they have and a 50% chance to re-roll something like that. Alright, I think I understand how it works. There's essentially just a bunch of natures that are less than ideal, and they would pick, like, support moves, and that's not really conducive to winning the Palace, or you probably just want to go for strong attacks. Oh wait, how does that interact with, like, Torment and Choice Band and all that? Maybe this is a really complicated what is it? Really complicated facility. Ooh, big EXP. Choice Band just locks you in, so maybe that's the play. Just give them a Choice Band and hope they pick the right move and then use the boosted damage. I don't think Shadow Ball is going to KO. It might. Look at that. Oh, well, it does if it, crits. If you crit, you'll definitely KO. Words to live by. Pursuit. No thanks. Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to research it to understand what the hell you're supposed to do. It does seem like a weird facility. I think the arena seems like, because there's a basic tier list. I think most people are going to agree. You have the cool facilities, which is the tower, the pike, the dome. Factory is very neat, and then you have the pyramid. Those are the good ones. We all kind of agree. These are the cool ones. Then you got those other two, the weird ones, and that's the palace and the arena. And I think the arena is far and away the better of the two, because the arena, it's sort of like a time limit type deal, where if you use protect, you can stall a turn, or if you use fake out, you can stall a turn. That's really neat. Those are very cool. But then there's the palace, where you just get no control of your Pokemon. They just do what they like. And it doesn't feel skillful. I guess that's not true. There's like movesets you can create, and that's skillful. But it seems like a weird facility. This may not KO Hariyama. Hariyama probably has 100 HP at level 38. Dude, whoa. Yeah, Arena is interesting. I think, yeah, Arena seems like the more interesting of the two. And those are the two weird formats. There's also the Trainer Hill, which is not part of the Frontier, but is another facility in Emerald. I missed one. Tower, Dome, Pike, Factory, Pyramid, Arena, and then Palace. And I counted Hill, which I don't think Hill really counts. I don't remember which one I missed. Maybe I didn't say Tower, because it's like, obviously, the Tower was the original facility. Yeah, no. So, Veriz, I'm planning on doing a stream. I don't know when. I want to get, like, farm level 3 Pikachus for the hill. Because the hill is, like, tied to your level. I think I missed Pike. Uh-oh. Whoops. That's a shame, because Pike is probably my favorite, to be honest. I sure hope I didn't forget Pike. Oh, yeah, you got this crap, too. Did you guys know about this? There's these... tents, and I think every single one there's a gal that'll just give you a TM. Like, I never went in these, and there's just a TM waiting for you in here. Yeah, exactly. Electrode School is a level 3. Fire Red and Leaf Green? Wait, Leaf Fire Red and Green? I know those tents. Yeah, you get a TM for going in, and I'd never bother with these things. What do you got for me? Do you have Earthquake by chance? Okay, maybe I already got yours. Maybe it's you? Get duplicate Pokemon in these tents during your first 6. Oh, weird. I know one of them operates like the factory, where you just get fixed Pokemon available to you, and they're also like a weird level. It's like level 30 instead of 50 or 100. It's very weird. Have I been in here? I'm gonna have to reread this guy's dialogue. This is too... Oh, but he probably doesn't say it now that he has a second dialogue. Well, I got it on camera. Alright, very good. I guarantee he's speaking with a funny accent in Japanese. Guarantee it. So I'm thinking I'm not going to go all the way to Metagross on this stream. I'm thinking I want to keep him as a Metang to get all the ribbons, so that way his painting is as a Metang. So I think we'll just go to 35, and then we'll briefly play Ruby, so I can show you guys the new Pokemon. It depends on what it is, Fareeze. There is a certain formula that works, and it's like dependent on what Pokemon it is. I can hook you up with the PDF though. Yeah, it's this one. So for certain tiers of Pokemon, it's better to do like a bait strat where you throw one bait and then start throwing balls, and then for other guys it's 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really much of a bait strategy guy. However, I think for rares, I'm always going to try bait, and for commons, I'm just going to throw balls. Because I don't care as much about failing a common, whereas a rare, I feel like I should try and hedge my options. And of course, it's different in Hoenn. In Hoenn, you don't use the bait strategy. You do something insane with the Pokeblocks. Yeah, for sure. Oh, he got me. Oh, he's got Stun Spore. Do I have a full restore? Do I have a healing item of any kind? Last lava cookie? I know what we'll do. I don't have a certain Pokemon. See, I was so prepared for Fire Red, I didn't even bother with Emeralds. All I did was trade out the Beldum. 1% Kecleon, just casually, just how things go, lads. You just, sometimes you find a 1%. He has no idea what he's in for. I made him a Psychic type, and then check this out. We use Shadow Ball. Massive damage. Just annihilates him. Very status heavy stream. I've been getting statused a lot. That's so cool seeing Metal Claw like that, how his body doesn't even change. That was sick. I think Metal Claw is actually my better option. Not much point using Confusion. We just risk the miss. Yeah, good luck. Are you gonna reset for one that has good stats? Oh no, wait, no, you're not game cornering it. You're going for Safari. Yeah, definitely good luck. Dratini's not an easy catch. Well, that's how she goes sometimes. You just, you do the best that you're able to, and it just doesn't matter. Alright guys, I'm gonna give this one attempt. See if I've become rusty or if I still have the movement in my head. I may have mentioned this when I streamed this the first time. When I was a kid, my first ever shiny Pokemon was in this patch of grass, and it was a Numel. And me and all the kids at school, we didn't know what it was. We just thought he was blue, and that was that. He was blue. So we go left, right, left. And you got the encounter too fast. No, I'm washed up. Can't do it anymore. So we go left, right, left. We wait about another second, and then we go. It feels a little early. Well, look who it is. Yeah, exactly. The shimmy is the essential part of the equation. So interesting enough, I inputted my... Oh, we got a phone call. I feel like the phone call is close. I put in my info, my TID and my SID from using the calculator. So if you have a shiny Pokemon, you can input that thing's IVs and its TID, and you get like a very close ID of what your secret ID is. The calculator will just tell you your ID is probably this. And the number I got was very close to what my SID actually is, because when I plugged in the PK hex, that just tells you what it is right away. So it's interesting that there can be variants, that it's not an exact thing. This might be a Numel. Okay, you know what? I felt a little bit late. Alright, Numel, I've had enough of you. I wanted to go to Magma Hideout because there's Geodude and Graveler, which give decent experience. Hey, not bad. I thought that you were gonna get it at Game Corner, but I guess it makes sense. That's why you're asking about Safari Zone stuff. Also, if you didn't know, there's a leaf stone, like a right away in the Safari Zone, but it's an invisible item. There's an island right as soon as you start the Safari Zone. If you just run north straight away, there's an island, and on that island, there's a hidden leaf stone. Yeah, may as well. Same with Dragonair, except Dragonair is way, way less common. Oh, he lived. He lived. Come on, Graveler. Come on, Graveler. Again. Whoa. Should be the last one. I think maybe one more Geodude, and then we're all set. Uh-oh. Joke's on you, pal. I have 1,000,000 defense and health. Nice damage. Oh, and of course now there's a Graveler. So I think his magnitude might actually be threatening, but I feel like he's just going to want to explode. Yeah, exactly. And I should, like, brush this off easily. Oh, what a beauty. This Metagross is too good. He is undoubtedly the best shiny Pokemon I'm ever going to roll. Alright, so I want to check out... I want to candy him so that I can get a picture of him on screen at level 50 so I know what his stats are going to be to make sure I did everything correctly. Which I think I did. It seems like everything was right, but just to be sure. Because the other day, Max was asking me about what my defense would be if I was level 50. Because I was talking to Benson and I had mentioned what it would be at level 100. So I did punch in my EVs and my stuff on Showdown and then set the Metagross to level 50. So I know what Showdown thinks I should have. Let's check it out. 171 attack, 163 defense. That all looks correct. Man, what a monster. Alright, let's take a quick little peek at Bagon, and then I'm gonna head off for the night. Oops, you gotta press this button. Bait and just throwing a rock and catching it with my last ball. That's what you do. So believe it or not, I know a shiny hunter who is an advocate for the rock method. He says like bait is for losers, just like screw using bait, just throw a rock. And he literally got a Chansey by throwing a rock. He threw a rock and then ball one catches a shiny Chansey. So he's never gonna shut up about it working. And hey, you know, whatever works. Okay, so let's go to a nice low-level area. Make sure Bagon doesn't have any threat. There we go. Last encounter for the night. Do we find a shiny? I'm not counting on it. Look at that. There he is. Haven't really decided on a nickname. I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy because his stats are a little bit weird, but Choice Band seems like a given on just any old Salamence because his stats naturally work. But I think that's it. I think that's going to do the stream for tonight, lads. I might be on VC. I might be on Discord if anyone wants to hang out in the next little bit, but I don't think I'm going to be awake for too much longer tonight. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, the bats. The damn bats. I got 4 of those things now. 4 bats. I'm a bat collector. Alright, I appreciate anyone who tuned in, and I'll be chatting with you guys very soon. How the hell do I stop stream for when I set up?